Am I the asshole for being mad at my GF when she acted sad after I said our babies probably wouldn't be white? It all started when my GF sent me a post saying, "My baby if my genes win." The post depicted a very white baby, blonde with blue eyes. I am not a white man. I don't have blonde hair or any of the features the child had in the post, so I simply stated to her to not be too hopeful that our child will be this white. She answered saying, "I know," with a crying face, acting very disappointed and sad, and that made me feel very unworthy and hurt, as if she had to put up with the fact that her babies might not have the features she wants. So I told her that if she cared so deeply about these things, maybe I'm not the right person to have a baby with, since I do not possess these features at all. She then says that she's allowed to have hopes about the child's future appearance, which isn't the issue. It's the fact that she looked very disappointed that hurt me. Before I could express myself more clearly, she went to bed, and here I am wondering if I'm not the problem in this story.
Am I the asshole for telling everyone involved what my best friend's husband did? I kind of feel like a jerk for saying unkind things about my best friend's husband. At the same time, I thought that everyone who went out of their way to come help them deserve an explanation as to why they had to be out in minus 40-degree weather. Yesterday, I, 36 female, got a frantic call from my best friend, 36 female. She says that both she and her husband, 35 male, were stuck at the gas station because both cars won't start. While this sounds unrealistic to some, this is in a northern state during an Arctic blast of minus 40-degree cold front. Batteries stop working in that kind of cold. My friend tells me that her husband called her to come give him a jump, and when she got there and tried to jump his car, hers suddenly shut off and then wouldn't start. Naturally, I already have jumper cables in my trunk, so I head straight to the gas station where they were both stuck. I try her husband's car first and nothing works, so then I try my friend's car, same thing. I call my husband, 40 male, for assistance. He comes with a high-powered battery jumper pack. He tries both vehicles, but nothing works. Now we are stumped. My husband calls his brother-in-law, who is a mechanic. My brother-in-law shows up with, pardon my ignorance, a few things that test different parts. He can't find anything wrong. After 3 hours, everyone is frozen stiff and ready to call it quits. They all leave. I call for a tow truck to come get both vehicles. While waiting for the tow truck, I am trying every car shop in town to find an opening for even one of the two vehicles. It is at this moment that my friend's husband tells me that he is pretty sure that both vehicles won't start because he had poured half a gallon of antifreeze into both gas tank. I am shocked into silence. He had kept this to himself for 3 hours while all of us worked in the cold trying to help them. I text this to my husband and brother-in-law. They are pissed and refuse to come back out. I finally find a shop close by that was still open. They agree to take both. Once everything was taken care of, my friend offers to buy me dinner. At the restaurant, I told her that I texted my husband and brother-in-law about what he did. She became upset because she feels that it makes her husband look stupid. Since we found a shop that could fix it, I should have just not said anything. She called her husband, and for nearly 15 minutes I can hear him yelling at her over the phone. She tries to calm him down by saying, "It's okay, everything will work out, he doesn't need to worry about it, his parents will be back tomorrow, etc." Apparently, her husband feels emasculated and is afraid that all of us think he is stupid. Keep in mind that nobody has said a word to him about it. I can see where he is coming from, though. I imagine that this situation likely brought out one of his biggest sensitivities and fears of public rejection. Am I the asshole for telling my husband and brother-in-law the stupid thing he did?
Am I the asshole for not enjoying the birthday gifts my friend got me that mocked my dead mother? I, 20 female, lost my mother 8 months ago, suddenly. I have experienced a wave of emotion as I had a weird relationship with my mother and a lot of unsaid things. I did not get to say goodbye to her, which pains me every single day. I have a large group of friends, some from high school and some from uni, who have all supporting me tremendously. One specific friend, Kayla, I met in uni. I would not consider her my best friend, but she has been such an amazing support to me throughout this whole situation with my mom. She always told me I could come to her for anything and would even pull me aside during social events to make sure I was doing okay. Yesterday, my birthday, Kayla and a group of my other friends came over unannounced with party decorations, snacks, and even cake. After the emotional morning I had due to the dread I had for my birthday coming, this made me cry. I felt so seen and loved in this moment. This lasted up until my friends brought gifts they had bought. I opened 2 gifts before opening Kayla's. It was a large box. I opened it with a huge smile on my face, and my friends all looked excited for me to see what was inside. To my shock, there was a mug and a hoodie. Both had a large, bold font saying "motherless behavior." I was in so much shock, I excused myself. I ended up calling it a night, and they all left, Kayla muttering, "It was supposed to be funny," as she passed by me to leave. This morning, I woke up with texts from some of my friends at the party reassuring me Kayla had no ill intent, and then I saw Kayla messaged me. The message was lengthy, including many messages saying things like, "It was of good intent. You embarrassed me. I was trying to lighten the situation." One message in particular that Kayla sent had gotten to me. This message said, "After 8 months, you should be able to accept your mom's death and joke about it. You're self-sabotaging from holding on, and it's ruining your friendships." I felt so sick. This question is making me wonder if truly I am the asshole and if I should be over my mother's death.
Am I the asshole for not giving my sister money I've been saving, even though she already told our parents I would? I'm 24, female, and still living at home. I've been saving money for a few years so I can eventually move out. I don't make a lot, so it's been slow, and I've had to say no to a lot of things to build it up. My family knows I'm careful with money. My sister is 29 and has been having money problems for a while. She quit her job last year and has been picking up random work here and there, but nothing consistent. A few days ago, she came to me saying she needed help paying some bills. I told her I didn't really have money to spare. She then said she already told our parents that I'd help her. I was honestly caught off guard. When I said no again, she got upset and said I'm the only one with savings and that I can always save again later. Now my parents keep bringing it up. They aren't forcing me, but they keep saying things like I'm young, my sister is stressed, and family should support each other. The house has been awkward since then, and my sister barely talks to me. I feel bad because she's struggling, but I also feel like she assumed she was entitled to my money and didn't respect the effort it took me to save it. Am I the asshole for saying no?
Am I the asshole for kicking my mentally ill brother out of my house when he was treating my wife like garbage? So I'm 34 male, I'm married and own a home with my wife, 26 female, in Los Angeles. My younger brother is 32 male and he has never lived on his own. He lived with my dad until around 24. He then moved into his girlfriend's parents' house until he was like 28 maybe. They broke up, so my dad gifted him a condo and that was above his business. He got a ton of free passes with my dad. He trashed the condo, didn't take care of anything, and my dad finally decided to retire and sell it because he couldn't take it anymore. My brother is also on his 3rd car, all bought by our grandfather. About 3 to 4 months ago was when he got kicked out. He came to our door begging, and I knew exactly how it was going to go. I told him he had 1 month to get his shit together and kept caving. My wife is an actress, and she only books about once every 6 months. She does auditions and classes daily for an hour or two. She mostly does housewife stuff. I told him right off the bat she was not doing any of it for him. I don't care if he's working 5 jobs, he is doing his own laundry, cleaning, and cooking. Of course, he left messes, threw his laundry on the floor, made the argument that he is working full-time and she's not. I was like, this is her home. Then, when I told him he'd have to pay bills 2 months in, he got mad and said she does not pay bills. She is my wife, and she takes care of our home.
Anytime I told him to stop making extra work for her, he would say, "She's a housewife. She's doing it for you, so I don't understand why she can't for me." He even asked why I get to have my laundry done and meals cooked for me, but he can't and works as much as me. It drove me crazy. He also would make noises while my wife was in auditions, which was frustrating for her. Not even accidental, like screaming watching a sports game 5 seconds after we told him she was going on Zoom. This was one of my breaking points. She has dedicated her whole life to this since she was like 9. When I started making good money, the first thing I was excited about was that she could focus on her dreams. She finally got a good agent. Her auditions she gets are huge, and she is on cloud 9. As soon as he started doing this, I noticed she was getting stressed. One of the main issues is he works nights. He was there all day while I was at work, and if she asked him to be quiet, he did not care. He said he didn't consider it a career, and he didn't think she'd make it, so he didn't feel the need to care, as if her making it or not changed anything about it being her home and her dreams. If I was home and told him to shut up, he would. However, during the day, he did not listen to her and made her cry. That was the day I told him to get out. He's had enough free passes. It's time to grow up. My other brothers got mad, said I'm heartless because he's struggling mentally, but the guy has been struggling mentally since he was 16 and has never attempted therapy, meds, anything. He just cries and relies on everyone to do everything.
Am I the asshole if I leave a note for my neighbors about bringing their screaming baby into the apartment hallway constantly? One of my neighbors has a newborn, and they constantly walk the baby up and down the hall when it's crying or screaming, trying to console it. Throughout the day and into the night, currently happening right now, and it's just past 10 p.m. I'm dealing with multiple chronic health conditions and work from home, and I'm at my wit's end. I have a polite note written, ready to stick to their door, asking if they can please soothe their baby inside their apartment and not in the hallway, as this is a shared space and the sound carries into nearby apartments. I hate confrontation, so I feel like leaving a note on their door is my best option, lol. I understand that living in an apartment isn't always going to be quiet, but in my opinion, it's extremely rude to disturb everyone else with screaming at all hours. Keep the crying baby in your damn unit. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for telling my family they need to get over my father walking me down on my wedding day, and I am not uninviting him? My father was absent for most of my childhood. I am the second oldest, and he split when I was around 7 years old. I have 3 other siblings, my older brother, my younger brother, and my youngest sister. Growing up, everyone in the family hated him. That includes me, especially my mother and youngest sister. My mother was not the best parent. She would be very verbally cruel. My trust in her is also gone due to her lying habit. My father reached out to me when I turned 18 to get coffee. He apologized to me and wanted to fresh start. I was hesitant at the beginning, but decided to forgive and move on. He reached out to the other kids when they turned 18, and they wanted nothing to do with him. That's their choice, and right. He did explain why he left my mother, and I confirmed it with her. I am now 28, and I don't regret it at all. He has been a huge help and support to me over the years. My relationship with my mother has been getting worse over the years, especially since she hates my husband-to-be. She is very religious, and he is not. This is my problem. I invited my dad to walk me down my wedding. I want him at my wedding and to be a part of it. My siblings and my mom are pissed. They told me that if I do this, they will not come to my wedding. They want him uninvited from the wedding and that my mom should walk me. I told them no. It resulted in an argument. I told them they need to get over it and I am not uninviting him. They said they will not come, and I told them that was fine.